Hey, welcome back to the series where I try to reach within 1 year 50k by selling Pokemon cards. In the first week we achieved to make $12 profit. Not the best start. So let's see how we will do in this week. And let me introduce you our new employee, which is the Magic Sorter. And he will do the borrowing job for us and just sort cards for us. I thought already the last few months about getting some of these because as we will try to do mostly bulk cards, I just thought how valuable this would be if we have someone who would do the whole sorting thing for us. And then also I have more time to list the cards and also to buy new cards. And as we are trying to reach high amount of sales, we would definitely need something like this in the long run. And as we are right now sitting at 50,000 cards, which I need to get into my inventory, I thought this is a good way to just get some of these machines. And I will do a separate YouTube video on this whole thing. So if you're interested also in this, feel free to subscribe to the channel. And yeah, then let's see how I got the cards to my inventory with our new helper. What I try to do in this week is to get as many cards as possible to my inventory. And the cards which I got are half German cards and half English cards. And I started with the English cards since the sorter do recognize them better. And so let's start with the easy ones, obviously. And the goal for this week was to get 25,000 cards in our inventory. And it was a bit time limited since I do a regular job. But let's see how good we can do day per day. And I show you here a counter for each day, how much card we achieved to list. And then in the end, I will show you our current inventory value and also how much sales we do make. We do not will start selling some of the bulk yet because I just get into my inventory right now. But we have listed the other cards from the last video. And I must say for this week, I was very happy with the sales. And yeah, so let's go. Actually, I got the cards in such boxes and I sorted them already in the past per set and also per alphabet, so in alphabetically order. And most of them I also separated as well per language, as I have German and English cards. So for example, I got Obsidian Flames English all the way here, starting at letter A, and then I got the German ones behind it. And then I just shift them over to the machine. And the cool thing is that you can not only order cards, since I already got them ordered, I do not need it. I can just click Organize, and then on the set type, I can choose the set type which I want to detect. If you do this, you can increase the accuracy of the machine, so it detects the cards better. But you do not need to specify it. And then you just click on Order None. I will make an own deep dive video on this topic to go a bit more into the details here. But I just click then on None, so I do not need any ordering. Then just select one row here, and then I get the results per mail as well as also in my folder. And then I need to specify the condition as well, which is near mint on my cards, and in the language, which is English, and then just send command. And the machine starts then sorting, and yeah, and then just get the cards in my inventory. The machine is actually very good at detecting cards, so it have a high accuracy for the most sets. It differs from set to set. But for example, for Wind Voltage, I got all these cards, so like 1000 I think, and also those. And these are the stacks which was not properly detected. And so it's not very much, and I just need them to manually insert them. Or most of the time, it would detect some cards of like Oshawott, and then I just need to modify the amount, and then we are fine to go. And yeah, this is the process. And for example, this was Paldea Evolved, so you can see the stacks which was successfully detected. And the little one here is the cards which were not properly detected. And so I need just them to insert them manually or adjust the amount, because I think some would be detected from those stacks as well. And yeah, so it's quite cool. I think like maybe 2% most of the time are not detected, but this is totally okay. As I then started with the Magic Sorter to identify the cards, I unfortunately noticed that they is not so good at detecting reverse cards. There's an option for it, but it's quite experimental, they also stated, and it will not work very properly. So which I did is then just quickly scan through all my cards by hand and just added the reverse count at the end of the CSV sheet. It didn't take so long because I got all the entries and I just needed to quickly see which cards have like a shiny foil. I also separated them before for normal cards and reverse cards, so it was really quick to do this. It only just takes a few minutes per set, so it's quite doable. And yeah, after these steps, I got the cards in my inventory. On Monday, I listed 4 sets, around about 2,500 cards. The Magic Sorter is not so quick, but it can do around about 200 to 250 cards an hour, so it's definitely okay. It is best to let them run just the whole day. And the sales on Monday was really great. I sold 6 cards for just over 60 Swiss franc, which is over $70. And so we already made more than the week before and have definitely a very good start at the week. On Tuesday, I noted that I had not all the cards sorted per language. I did separate them per language, but I got like the Pokemon starting with letter A in English and then afterwards directly in German, and I need to separate them the whole from A to Z per English and then A to Z per German. So this took me definitely some time to just reword this. And yeah, so I spent some hours on doing this for all the cards where I did not directly separate them already. This was a bit of pain, but I finally get the job done. And on Tuesday we got like same numbers. We got 4 sets in our inventory and we got around about 2,500 cards in our inventory. And also on the sales side for Ricardo, we achieved to sell 14 cards for a value of over 33 Swiss franc. And the cool thing is that we already reached our requirement to apply for a larger number to list on Ricardo. So we have right now a limit of 100 cards. And what we can do now is to apply for an increase in our listing capacity. But we can only do this in the next month, since I already applied to increase my limit for this month. So we just need to wait some days and then try it again. Then on Wednesday I faced another problem, which was also annoying. The problem was that the Magic Sorter was not able to grab the cards with the hydraulic press for the cards which was sleeved, because they are just too big for the grid where the cards are lying in. And so I needed to get every card out of the sleeve, which was also very annoying and also time consuming. But I was fortunate that I have nearly none of the sets completely sleeved, mostly only valuable cards or not at all. So it was about 1,000 cards which I needed to unsleeve. And now I have also a stack of sleeves in my inventory to send the cards later on. And then on this day we got 2 new sets to our inventory, which results in around about 2,200 cards. And so we are right now at over 7,000 cards within 3 days, which is good progress. The main thing which we want to achieve in the beginning is to just see which sets we already have completed, like the common, uncommon and rare variants, and holo rares as well for Sword and Shield era. And then building sets from those completed sets and list them as like a complete set as one offer and try to sell them then. And the other thing is, when we have all our cards in our inventory, we can then just make analysis on what is the difference between the whole set and the cards we got. And so I can then directly see which cards we're missing on a specific set. And then just buy the missing cards from Card Market and then stack up our sets we can sell. And also we will do this for the reverse variants as well. But I think here we are missing some more cards. And I don't know if I will buy them on Card Market, since they are a bit more expensive. And if I'm really missing many cards, then I think it's not really good to do this. Instead, we should focus then on buying more bulk and then hopefully getting more reverse cards as well, and also missing cards. And then I also noticed that there are some cards, we have like 40 or 50 cards of them, and I will try to sell those cards. Maybe I keep a stack of 20 cards, and then all above this I will try to sell as lots. Or also for the modern sets, I think trainer cards you can, maybe for the modern sets I will keep some more of specific cards if they are sell also good as singles. But yeah, this is just what we try to achieve right now. And then hopefully we can start listing over the next weeks many sets as reverse and normal variants, and then continue with the German cards. And we are just starting out then with the English cards. And for Thursday, we got nearly the same amount every day. We listed around about 2,200 cards, and this was only one set. And I think this was Twilight Masquerade, since I have many cards from this set. And we are nearly reached 10,000 cards already within 4 days. On Friday, I've not been able to get any cards to the inventory. I let the sorter run, but I did not count the reverse cards, so I do not included any cards on Friday. to our inventory. And as you noted, our sales slowed a bit down from the beginning of the week. And this is quite common, as I was running my eBay shop back in Germany a few years ago. This was absolutely the same. You got days where you got like 5 to 10 sales a day, and then like a whole week where you do not get any sale. And this is totally okay, since the real world is not linear. So you have always like waves, and it changes then also how many cards you will sell and also how many orders you get per day. And if you're facing the same thing, do not worry about it. It's totally normal. And especially in the beginning, sales do not come in regularly. And I do not have listed many cards. We are only able to list right now 100 cards on Ricardo. And therefore the sales was absolutely amazing. We have a very high sell-through rate. And I'm totally okay for the beginning with it. On Saturday, I've been able to get many cards to my inventory. What about 5,500? I also got the cards which I went through the sorter on Friday. I could get them to the inventory as well. And so we have in total 5 sets on Saturday. Maybe I could have been also getting more to our inventory, but I was on a boat trip on Saturday because the weather is getting really good here in the area. And it's also the reason for my red face right now. But yeah, so we were able to list within this week 15,000 cards, which is a good beginning. We were not able to get every card from our English cards into the inventory, but I think we can get done this in the next week, and then I can start buying the cards which are missing for the sets, and then really start selling my bulk cards. If you want to see how we will progress with this challenge, feel free to subscribe to the channel, and then you will not miss out on the coming videos. And now, what does the numbers look like this week? So on the listed values, there are nearly no changes. At the moment where I got the sales on Ricardo, I just listed an up to 100 offers again, so that there are no free spaces left. And for Quad Trader, we only go a little lower, and I did not list there any new cards this week. And then there are nearly no changes at all at our listed values. Also the same for our fixed costs. We have like the same, and these are monthly costs, so I just keep them the same for every video until there are changes. It could be the case that there is a change in the next month, since there is a subscription fee for the Magic Sorter, which is I think $30. And right now I do not need to pay it, but in the upcoming month, if I want to continue to use it, I need to do the subscription, and then maybe we need to add up this cost at the fixed cost per month. Weekly revenue, we got around about 100 Swiss franc, which is around about $125, leading to a monthly volume right now within 2 weeks of $160 revenue. And now the profit, we could enhance our profit compared to last week, and we made a profit of 35 Swiss franc, which is $45. And we are right now within 2 weeks of $60 profit this month. So again, slow starting, but I hope that we will increase the speed at the moment where I can start to list my bulk cards and the sets of the bulk cards. This was the update for this week. And if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and then see you in the next week.